What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Shannon and I'm from Nicaragua.
What's your family background?
Well, my parents are both Nicaraguan, but we're both like they're both from Spanish, Italian, and French descent.
What does culture mean to you?
Well, I guess it just defines the way you grow up and like just the traditions that you practice. And I guess it's like very important to what defines you.
What is the culture at North Park?
Well, I don't know how to actually define the culture at North Park. I mean, there's different types of groups of people here. I mean, like, for example, like, the most dominant one is the Covenant kids, and a lot of them come from camp, and they kind of stick together, and they were counselors, and so I guess that's part of the culture.
What is the culture where you're from?
The culture where I'm from is very different because it's a different country and it's Latin America. I don't know, we have different traditions, different holidays. It's different how families, like how the family structure is, and how people are close to their parents. But yeah, it's definitely a lot different than the American culture here.
What are some specific material, non-material items or ideas that are significant in your culture?
I think that, like for Christmas, everybody has a Christmas tree. It's just the way that we celebrate Christmas is different. We celebrate it on Christmas Eve, and we celebrate all night until Christmas. But I guess one that is probably very noticeable would probably be the Virgin Mary. You can see her everywhere because it's a very Catholic country. And there's, like, during December, there's a celebration, and it's a national holiday, and people just go to different houses. It's kind of like trick-or-treating because then you get something back that you sing to her. And non-material, I mean, we speak Spanish.
Action.
I'll be short.
What things can you get away with in Chicago culture that you can't get away with in your home culture, or vice versa?
I think that you can get away with more things back where I'm from than in Chicago. I feel there are more rules here, and it's a lot more strict. For example, we didn't have curfew if you were under 18. And I don't know, I mean, you had more freedom to do things. I mean, it was more social drinking, not drinking to get drunk. You had a maid, and you didn't necessarily have to be rich. I mean, you had a driver that would take you everywhere. So it's just a lot different, and I guess you had more help and people could rescue you from things easier.
What are the results of breaking a norm in your culture?
I think it just depends like what you do, and it definitely, if it's something that's wrong or something that's definitely not something that people view as this is okay, people are going to frown upon that, and they'll start judging you, and they're going to want to talk you out of it. It also depends on where you are. You kind of have to be presentable depending on the place you are. For example, if you go to church, you have to be modest in the way you dress. You can't wear short shorts, and you can't be showing too much of your shoulders or cleavage. So, because if you do, people are not going to be comfortable, and they're not going to like seeing that.